what's up, chat? Welcome to nothing, apparently. There we go. I guess it needed some time to load in for God knows what reason. Welcome back to VLDC 8, my beloved VLDC. Last time we finished up the Forest World, we ended off on a pretty high note. I would feel like... Nah, I don't know what I was going to ramble on about. And then we started on the Mountain world, which it started off as a banger with these two levels. These two were kind of banging, and then I'm not saying that these levels that we played after the fact so far are, you know, they're not quite the first two levels we played, right? And we last left off on Variety Path because I only got one of the exits. I'm pretty sure, at least I'd hope I know where the secret exit is, because if you were here from the previous stream/episode, I remember pointing out a pipe that I assume you need to bring the P-switch to, and I'm hoping that there's going to be a hidden PAL block there, because otherwise we're going to be going on quite the search. And this level is pretty big, so without further ado, let's jump back into it with Variety Path by KevKot. This is 77th place. Just a little bit of a refresher with a score of 30.67 out of 100. This is one placement away from being in the lowest ranked levels world, by the way. Because the highest ranked in the lowest ranked levels world is 78th. So this is 77th. So let's jump into it. Because, yeah, obviously we did play this. I didn't rank it yet. And, I mean, I don't know what to say other than I just died. So, what I do want to say is, I'm dead here, aren't I? That baseball's about to get me. I even tried to jump. No, what was I going to say? So, when I played this in my own time, back in, you know, however long ago, you know, the first time I played through this VLDC, right? I remember saying this level was the worst level I played in this VLDC, not counting, you know, the lowest ranked levels world, which I thought, you know, is kind of a proper batch of weak levels. However, and that was with save states, right? I mean, I kind of used save states at the end of this level too, because I was like, the difficulty curve, must I say, just ramped the F up. It was kind of crazy. However, what I want to say is also search blocks. Yeah, we're starting the I can't finish my damn sentence because we're just coming across this and that and shenanigans. So, we have switch blocks, that's right. Okay, so what I wanted to say was, yes, when I play this, you know, with save states all the time, and this and that, and all around, I didn't like this level back then, right? However, dare I say, despite the problems that this level has, playing it, you know, current day, I actually don't find it that bad, you know? Like, it's still questionable, but I remember this level being much worse when I played it the first time around. But playing it now, it's like, you know, the ending of the level, the difficulty curve just ramped the hell up for no reason, and it was honestly felt like a shitpost. However, like, it just feels like a normal level. Like, it has a lot of variety here. I like the puzzle in the second half, but like the entire second half, it's a classic. This first half is marginally better than the second half. The second half, to me, is kind of ass. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna hopefully get to those coins in time. I remember trying to bring the P-switch all the way here. What a disaster that was. Alright, so far so good. But yeah, like, all these rooms are, you know, they're fine, right? And we're already at the midway. I remember it taking multiple tries for us to get to the midway. Heck, I don't even think I got hit once yet. So I think this secret exit that I want to get to is in the room after this. So we gotta do this puzzle. Again, I assume that where the quote-unquote puzzle is, or not puzzle, sorry. We're in the puzzle, Felix. What I meant to say is, like, big assumption where the... I want to see something. I wonder if you could break this level. Hold on. Is that... Huh? I don't think anything's gonna change. I'll just do this. So, just go through this puzzle again. Like, it's, you know, it's a cute enough puzzle, right? It's a classic case of the flip side gimmick. And like this level, I mean, we have played, I think it was Dragon Ante's level, where the quantity over quality, you know, was freaking night and day. However, this one, both, like, does have the quantity, and I will say that maybe the quality's a bit lacking. However, it's marginally better than Dragon Ante's level, which, by the way, I think that was 72nd place. So yeah, like, I'm willing to give this level some credit. However, yeah, starting in this room, it kind of gets a bit ridiculous. So yeah, that's the pipe on the left that I want to attempt to get in, and obviously we need a P-switch, which we're gonna get to. Which means I have to do the frickin' annoying-ass platforming. Like, again, it makes no sense. Like, it almost feels like the creator tried to ramp up the difficulty over time, and it kind of feels like it. But, like, still, it got, like, borderline Kaizo platforming. It was ridiculous. So yeah, speaking of ridiculous, like, all of this is unnecessary, in my opinion. But we got the P-switch. I'm not holding that. I guess I have to hold that. Well, it ain't a skill issue, but I'm just saying, I first tried the first half today. I'm saying today because yesterday it took us a couple of tries. Oh, dang it. Should be able to just go around, can't I? I mean, I guess I'll just activate. Giving myself more work for no reason right now. Alright. I wonder if you could technically soft lock. No, because there's a reset pipe at the bottom. Which, no, I'm not gonna fill out on the bingo card. Only when I go in it does it count. At least for me. If you're playing along, then by all means you can fill it out. Alright. Honestly, I'm kind of getting what's called a mind block, where I'm gonna be doing this puzzle so many times, I'm gonna forget in like what order I have to do everything. That's why I kind of paused there, because I'm like, what do I do now? Literally yesterday, or the last time I streamed, /episode, whatever you want to call it, I freaking completely forgot about one of the P-switches. I was like, wait, how am I supposed to get in there? Alright. So I'm gonna use this to clear out everything. And like the one Chuck, which I couldn't get rid of, because he's kind of stuck in a wall, he ended up killing me. Because yeah, if I die, I'd have to do that puzzle again, and obviously it's gonna get tedious. Honestly, this entire second half is tedious, in my opinion. And again, call it a skill issue all you want, but like, what's up with this platforming all of a sudden? This is freaking... I'm not gonna be able to get that, aren't I? Oh my god. Alright, make sure to jump over that guy. I thought I got rid of all of you. How are there still some of you left over? I don't know if that's considered a sprite limitation or what, but... Again, who knows if this is even a secret exit, right? Well, I'm not saying I'm a genius, but it felt like it, right? And yeah, that's it. Nice cutoff! Free space. I'll be honest, the past like 2 episodes, we actually haven't been... You know, it hasn't been as free as it should be. Either way, GG's. So that was Variety Path by KevKot. There is quite a lot to go over in case, you know, you didn't watch the last episode where I did the normal exit. So, I mean, where should I start? I kind of explained just like the base of it, but... Okay, let's start somewhere. Let's start with the negatives. So the negatives is there's chucks up the ass. The difficulty curve ramped the hell up at the end for no reason. What else? There's cutoff, I guess. I don't know. I understand why this is 77th, and again, when I played this hack, you know, in my own time, this was the first ever VLDC I played. Not on stream, just myself, right? Before I started streaming. This was the level that I said this is the worst one yet. Not even counting all of the, like, lowest ranked levels world, right? And that was when I played, you know, with save states, right? What's up, Synthesis? How are you on this fine evening? So what was I saying? Yeah, so when I played this in my own time, I used save states throughout the entire level, right? I was a stinking cheater. And now that I'm still kind of using save states for the most part, just at the midways and ends and, you know what I mean. So... I don't know, because when I played this the first time, not first time, but, like, did the normal exit, thank you, Synthesis. You're the 4th or 5th person to say that they like it, and I say the same thing where that really means a lot coming from you guys and gals, because I was so nervous to try it out, because I think this is the 4th or 5th stream with it. And I was so nervous on the first stream because I was like, how is this going to be received? And now we know that it has been overwhelmingly positive. So thank you very much to everyone. Did I commission it? No, I made it myself. Even though I'm not the most artistic person, but I tried. I did say at the VLDC 7 finale, I was like, I have big plans for VLDC 8. So, and, like, a little fun fact, making the mouth image was harder than it looks. I wasn't good at drawing mouths. Frick. Or making mouths, drawing, you know what I mean. Alright, so yeah, Variety Path. So when I played this yesterday, there was like 2 subsections that were entirely pointless. Again, the difficulty curve is whack. The last 2 rooms suck. The puzzle room was cute, and the first half is just normal, right? Like, that's the gimmick of this level. It's variety, so each room is something unique, and that's a good thing. But again, the difficulty curve, because in the first half, they give you power-ups up the ass. But I'm pretty sure in the second half, you don't get any at all, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember. Or am I going to add those fancy expressions? I wanted to try and making a blinking image, but every time I would try to like make a line for a blinking image, I would always think to myself, this looks ugly. So, like, I'm definitely open for ideas. as I said the first time around, where, you know, I plan on adding a bit more to it, but for now, that's what I have. So, variety path. Like, yeah, this level, compared to the first time I ever played it to now, it's definitely legit enough, but it still has its problems. So I actually see it being probably around here, because I'm thinking in my head, the spot where I save stated in the castle part, aka the final area of this level, there's a literal Kaizo trap in that freaking section that I was like, yeah, screw this, right? So I have to imagine to myself, if I didn't save state, how long would I have been stuck there? I feel like for a healthy amount, because again, there was no power-ups, I'm pretty sure. So, like, yeah, it's, you know, I feel like just by default, because again, personally, I think it's fine, but for professionally speaking, I understand the problems with it, and those are pretty big problems. I will say though, I don't think there's any soft lock in this level. I feel like you might be able to soft lock in the puzzle room, but I wasn't stupid enough to notice, so. I really did say it was this level that I was talking about, by the way, where the quantity over quality for Seaside Cores was ridiculously bad. This one, Variety Path, the quantity is about the same, and however the quality is, I would say the quality is better. So let me just go down the list. So it's Variety Path is a better version of this. I think all Variety Path is better than all of these levels, and I legit think that's where I'm gonna stop. Because of the problems and the difficulty curve. Because I think this is more fair. This one is, like all of these, right? Because I was thinking maybe it could be up here, but I don't know. Maybe it can't, based on the rooms that are, you know, fine to play. This is a doozy to think about. Chai Tea was pretty boring, but it was like just a normal level. The Lightning Lands, I feel like, is better. Bright Forest is an interesting case. Pokey's Paradise. Why did I rank Pokey's Paradise so low? I remember, like, I put Goofy because that means it was a fun level. I mean, I think it was, like, somewhere in this world. Oh, it was literally right there. Stupid! What was wrong with this level? I know the aesthetics are pretty butts. So, okay, I can already tell you, like, this level, that's what I'm also, what's it called, comparing to, is the feel of vanilla. So, like, this level feels very vanilla, right? You can, oh, hello. How many ROM hacks do I play? Do you mean currently, or how many have I played so far? Because, I mean, on stream, I think I played, well, I could say I played VLEC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I played a OLDC on stream. I played VLEC 11 and 12. But just, like, in my own time as well, I probably played every single one. I played a fuck ton of ROM hacks, man. Unless I'm just playing this entire level again. Why did I rank this so low? I remember calling it Goofy, and that means a good thing, right? Because that means it's a fun level. I think I ranked it low because I was like, oh, it's called Pokey's Paradise and there's barely any Pokeys and it's kind of flat. I remember saying it was kind of copy and paste, but yeah, I literally just played it now. The entire freaking level. I don't think there's a midway, by the way. And it felt fine, so what was I thinking that I put it so low? In fact, I'm gonna re-rank this level. Fuck it, man. I could probably look back because it was literally the previous stream that I played this, and I'd probably like listen in on why I think it was, you know, pretty bad. So, alright, now let's talk about the level properly at hand. In the freaking VOD, I'm gonna have to put, we played this level again and re-ranked it. Alright, Variety Path. So, now that I re-ranked a bit, I think Variety Path can go right here. I think Variety Path, the like normal rooms, right, are better than these levels combined. So I think that's where I'm gonna put it. Because I was thinking at first 2 bros make a level is technically better in quality, but that level is hella short. And that was made by 2 separate people. So alright, Variety Path goes here. Again, this level is reformed, because when we were doing this in order, and I was like, all right, next level, we got Variety Path, it unlocked that memory, and I was like, yeah, this is, in my opinion, the worst level of VLDC 8. Well, like I said, it's reformed. So aesthetics. So the aesthetics were nice, I will say that. There was cutoff though, so I'll give you 7.5. Again, the quantity is kind of gonna inflate some numbers here. What I mean by that is creativity is gonna get an 8. So consistency, this is where I'm gonna give a low number, because again, the second half is much more difficult than the first half. Then you have chugs in most of the rooms, and those are jank to begin with. So I'm thinking about a 4. I think it's pretty bad. And also, yeah, I already said the difficulty curve. Stupid. Alright, playability, I think just a 7.5. I still think, again, if I didn't use the save state, how long would I have been stuck in the second half? I feel like a good while. And functionality is also kind of lacking. I'm thinking 5.5. No, I think a 6. No, the second half is ridiculous. The second half really is ridiculous. I know I played a little bit of it. I only played like half of the first room in the second half. But I didn't play the castle part. The castle part, it was stupid. So alright, let's move past this finally. And let's go play Somber Sepia by Mega Mario Man 9, 69th place. Nice. Got double S and triple M. And double 9s. Triple 9s? If you count the 6. Has a whole lot of pairs. Alright, so 69th place with a score of 51.67 out of 100. Let's do it. Oh my. What's going on with that background? So this music is ominous, man. It actually feels like it belongs in this level. Whoa. Okay, I didn't think I would have to grab this all of a sudden. Oh, this music is nice. What am I doing? Am I stupid? That was my ride, wasn't it? Probably have to despawn it. Respawn, please? Okay. I was about to say, oh, can I get some mushies here? If it went the other way, sure. Unfortunate. Alright. What's up with these conveyors? Like, that's all I'm thinking in this level, aesthetics-wise. Aesthetics-wise, this feels apocalyptic. And I kind of like that. I like the ominous feel about this level. Okay, how am I gonna get to you? Can I make that? Oh! I almost just slid to my death. There we go. Okay. Pretty spicy jump. Almost feels like there was supposed to be a hidden block there. I don't know, it just had the patterning English speak words. Ah. Oh. Something tells me that saw's not working the initial way it's supposed to. Ya fucked up, buddy. But it happens. I would know. I say it every time, but trying to get the saws and the saws, the chainsaws, and the fuzzies to work on those lines is so annoying, at least to me, because I can never get it working. I literally have a level centered around it, and oh gosh, I'm mesmerized by these conveyor things. Mo. Is this supposed to be a W? What you mean? So, again, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a saw on this thing right here. Oh, I actually got up here, okay. Wait, I'm supposed to platform that? I don't know. Wait, like, really? Unless there's supposed to be a platform there. Hold on. It was. Oh, that's why. It's broken. Alright. Oh, that is a tight jump. Alright, but I'm gonna have to... Okay, this... Oh, is there... Okay, there is a floor at least. Good to know. So... I'm actually gonna have to... This might be a little spicy to do. Dang. What I have to do is not only make this tight jump, but then I have to haul my ass afterwards. Oh my god. Freaking... It was a fluke that I got on there the first time. Okay, there we go. Okay, what I have to do is I have to hold the jump button, because you're able to run over one-tile gaps like that when you're holding the jump button. Oh god, I'm gonna run out of time. This is harder than it looks, okay? Like, if you're looking at my overlay, controller overlay at the bottom, I have to time the B button. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the B and Y, and I'm gonna hold right, and that's how you do it. I assume that's not intended, but that's literally what I had to do. And by the way things are looking, I might have to do it again. Oh god, that ate my jump. Okay. That was stress, man. Where's the last Yoshi coin? Oh. Are you ready to jump into the unknown? Whee! Oh my! And we did miss a Yoshi coin somewhere. Well, I called it. I assume it's... I think I see it, chat. Well, time to do this first half again, and you know what that means. Doing that, pretty poopy jump. So I guess while we do this, I could talk about the level. The aesthetics kind of rocks, I'm not gonna lie. However, the level, understandably, doesn't really work. And that's kind of a big problem, especially right here. And it also feels very empty, which, again, I kind of don't mind, because this level feels very apocalyptic with the music. Also, I'm paranoid now. I don't know if I'm missing a Yoshi coin or not. I'm just gonna take the L. Stupid. I literally cannot remember where the fourth Yoshi coin was. Maybe it's a bit further than I thought. I don't know. Let's just Let's just play this level because I like it so much that I'm gonna play it again and again and again. And I have not gotten through this section once without taking a hit. Because I am stupid and I think I could spin jump over them. Alright, time to do this again. Alright. Hold down all those buttons. Boom. It's much harder than it seems, at least to me. Maybe it's a proper skill issue there, but the fact that I had to like not only also I'm gonna go down this way. Again, I'm gonna hold the B button because if I jump, I'm gonna take a hit here. That's all the Yoshi coins. So let's finish up this level. I know I said that this level feels empty, even though it has a healthy amount of sprites, but there's also a lot of empty space in between. Alright. 18. Still a pretty level, right? I like the aesthetics a good amount, but functionally wise, that level was kind of lacking, and it also felt a bit empty. So, as I like to call since VLDC 5, it felt more like an art exhibition than a level. Because there was this one level, I think it was called Entry from VLDC 5. It was literally like the creator saying, hey, look what I could do with dirt. And I called it an art exhibit. It's alright. Somber Sepia. Again, like, level-wise, it was lacking, but I did like the aesthetics. And the functionality also is pretty lackluster, right? Like, that one jump that I was stuck on for a good bit did not need to be that hard. I assume if the platform did work, you would have to, you know, just time it and kind of run across it because it's going to push you up and you have to retry again. And I find that cute if it worked, you know? The reason, if you're wondering why it broke, by the way, it's because there was a platform that Mario can stand on above it. So when that line platform jumped up, instead of landing back on the line where it's supposed to, it landed on the platform, and that's why it despawned. So, in short words, yeah, the functionality kind of stinks. And the aesthetics look nice. That's really it. I also feel a sneeze coming. I might have to BRB. I don't even know how to rank this. Like, okay. In short, even though I already said it, pretty level, but gameplay-wise, it's pretty lackluster. So, I think based on that, it can go pretty low. Yeah. Like, the level was fine. No, you know what? Maybe not, because, hear me out. The parts where there was sprites was kind of backloaded, and what I mean by that is, again, call it a skill issue if you want, but that part with, you know, the two Bowser statues and the saw, how am I supposed to dodge that? Am I supposed to run underneath the Bowser statues? I can't go over them. Can't jump because there's munchers. So, again, there's questionable stuff. So, I mean, I was thinking maybe even these levels, like these two levels are more of a like gameplay value than Somber Sepia is, but I still think Somber Sepia, maybe I'm just being biased, maybe it does deserve to go down here. These levels are short. Somber Sepia was a decent enough length, but the functionality kind of stank. I still think it's better than Pistachio Cliffs, but these two, I can't believe these two levels, I haven't said them at first, but I'm kind of treating them as gatekeepers. So I always like compare these two levels with a bunch of stuff. Because, okay, Somber Sepia is not up here. Like, It was a nice level, but the gameplay stunk, Felix. So where do you want to rank it based on that? Because I always call it the yin and yang for VLEC. If you have the aesthetics and the gameplay, then you got yourselves a masterpiece. But if you're lacking in one side, then that's kind of a big problem. And that's what this level is. So by default, it should go down here, but I felt like there was enough level for it to be passable. But again, the functionality, that was a big issue with the level. I think, I think despite its flaws, but I still think I'm going to come back to this and rank it pretty low. Because I'm going to look back and be like, yeah, this level had its problems. So, the aesthetics, I'll gladly give it a 9. I really like the apocalyptic feel about this level. Creativity, there was some stuff, but I think that's where these are going to lack. Like, gameplay, I gotta give it a 6, and functionality gets, like, a 5. I know it was only those 2 spots, but those are, pretty big functioning problems. Also, the consistency gets, I think, a 7.5, because of the backloaded parts that I was talking about. Again, I'm sorry I'm, like, rambling on way too much, but I gotta explain my reasonings, Sorry. Right, we're playing the game. Gotta find my controller. Moving on, 2 levels left apparently. We got exciting expansions by E&E. I know I said by E&E. By Louis 37, 11th place. God damn, man. Not only is it an E&E, but it's made by a Jump team member, so that's already pretty hype. And it's 11th place with a score of 91 out of 100. Impressive stuff. Let's do it. Happy music. So, I know I'm like, ooh, 11th place, but I do have to address the fact that I think I called it last stream where I said the teen placements level, or the teen placements like 19th to 10th or 11th and all that. Normally it's really exciting because it's like, I always consider them the pseudo finale because, instead of the top 10 levels, you got the teen levels where it's like these would have been top 10, but they're not for a reason, and I don't know, that's just what I think. So, alright, very, oh, these actually fall. Well, I mean, duh, Felix. But I only realized because some of them didn't fall. It's stupid. Alright, as I was saying, the aesthetics are pretty. And I see its gimmick of... Oh, I should have stayed there! Oh, I could have just held duck there. Stupid. Alright, yeah, the aesthetics are very nice. The fact that I only have one Yoshi coin by the midway, though, makes me feel like, why are we listening to... You know where this music's from? If you came here from my VLEC 7 playthrough, this was the VLEC 7 Mountain World theme. Auto generator. I should probably fill out some stuff that I may have missed. Technically sprite limit because that one platform despawned in Somber Sepia. Did we have an auto-scroller? No. We did? I guess I will count Reset Pipe and Door because I didn't... I think I actually entered one of them by accident. But they do exist in, Variety path. Yes, I already forgot about the level name. Oops. Auto generator. There we go. You know what? No, I'm not gonna include sprite limit. If I'm second guessing myself about that, then I should just hold off. Damn auto generator. Also, is this like just a subsection or or what? And I gotta restart again. And for some reason the auto generator stopped, if you noticed. And it's back. Right? Why was it just the one? What the heck? Something's going on in this level and I can't seem to figure out what. Alright. Why was that one? Were you missing a coin there, buddy? What the hell was that? Alright, based on the fact that there's, you know, subsections, I'm pretty sure I missed a Yoshi coin somewhere in the first half. However, this feels like a very solid level so far. This is like prime vanilla level. And it's kind of utilizing some... Oh, I'm glad I didn't commit. Utilizing some, Oh gosh. Now I'm checking all these pipes, by the way. And I'm kind of being really sketch about it. Alright. I think if we, you know, if I didn't think of this song as a God damn it. As a overworld level. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, if I didn't think of this song as an overworld level, because I was about to say this music does not match, but again, I think of it as overworld, not mid-level song. Also, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I'm actually having a little bit of trouble dealing with all these piranha plants. That sucks. That was an auto-generated bullet bill, by the way. Alright, this level was like really legit at first, but auto-generators be auto-generators, man. I say it when I see it. So yeah, these piranha plants are actually causing me trouble. Normally they're just like, oh, you know, you can't stand here, but the fact that I'm like struggling to deal with the amount of bullet bills as well. Whew. Maybe you could consider it kind of enemy spam, which is a term I also haven't really used for a while. Yeah, jeez. Chill, man. Kind of impressive that there's no sprite limitations, by the way. Alright, give me that key. No! I swear I jumped. Call the ref. Call the ref. I was spamming that B button and nothing happened. Alright, Felix seems to be struggling a little bit. Now, I think this level is, like, very, very legit. But the things that are, like, I can kind of pass on the enemy spam because, you know, if it was enemy spam, then there would be slowdown. And, yeah, like, slowdown and... What the how did I get hit there? I was dead ass above that. I'm flustered, chat. How did I get hit there? I am so flustered. I'm at a loss for words. How did I get that piranha plant in there? The more I'm playing this level, the more it's kind of dropping in quality because there's a lot of ink. Oh shit. Okay, it's fine. I could just respawn the Felix. Imagine if I had to bounce off of a freaking bullet bill. Ah! Like, this doesn't feel like enemy spam. It just feels like a difficult section. But I will say that maybe putting a piranha plant in literally every freaking pipe is a little absurd, but sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until, God, I'm missing all of these pipes, man. I think we didn't collect a Yoshi-kun in the first half anyways. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Yeah, I definitely missed a few. We're gonna probably English speak words. We're probably gonna be on this level for a good bit because there's a lot of pipes to check, man. There's a lot of pipes to check. Alright, time to go one by one. Strap in, chat. We might be here a while. That's what I'm also scared about, because if I jump, like, I have to kind of commit to some of these jumps. If the piranha plant, like, pops out, then kind of screwed and gotta take a hit, you know? Yeah. Like, maybe it's a skill issue, but now I'm starting to feel like, yeah, these bullet bills are a bit much. Look at all these pipes, man. Kind of annoyed the fact that, like, none of these pipes stick out, right? I gotta recheck that yellow one. Okay. None of these pipes stick out, man. Give me a sign. Any sign. Please. Okay, probably nothing. Gotta check multiple times. Right. I've committed. I've committed. Oh. Alright, that's one. Left? Sure. Do I activate this now? Sure. I'm not gonna check these pipes. There's so many! What the heck? Louie? Come on, man! Alright, where... Oh, put us behind. Yeah, look at all these pipes, and you're telling me that the oddball out was this one? Come on. Alright. Yeah, there I feel like was unavoidable. Actually, no. I probably could have, like, landed back on the great platform or something, and excuses. Alright, so we're probably missing another Yoshi coin from this second half, because I feel like I checked every pipe. So we do know that one of them is in that pipe there. I'm just gonna grab the power up. I'm just trying to, like, I think I'm gonna get annoyed having to check every pipe in this section coming up. I'm not saying that because I died in the second half a healthy amount. But that might be the reason why I'm saying that. Alright, one down. I just assume that pipe is gonna lead us back here as well. It's just like if you fail, right? Alright. Stocked up on power-ups. Let's go into the cesspool that is this second half. You know, I almost did there. I almost tried to instinctively grab the rope. It's like, wait a second. I'm hoping it's not that pipe, man. that one's pretty hard to get into, if you ask me. I gotta check. Oh god. Okay, that felt solid enough. None of those. These are sprites, so they don't count. That sucks. Didn't feel like there was one in that one. I'm getting a little nervous. I'll be honest. Okay, I need the help of a bullet bill. God damn it, dude. I mean, look on the bright side. If I do end up dying, at least I don't gotta check all these damn pipes again. I could kind of just breeze right through. As I'm kind of doing now. I I thought I was gonna bounce off the bonsai bill. I fucked up. I feel like this is the type of level that should only be played once. I'm not getting frustrated per se, but I am getting like, you know, where's the last Yoshi coin? Kind of want to go play the next level, right? Oh, I try to bounce off the freaking stupid ass RNG bullet bill. Should have gave it to me, man. Did the auto generator despawn again? I don't understand why it does that. That's so strange to me. And it's back again, right? That's so weird. Why does it do that? Like some screens don't have the freaking bullet bill generator. It's already bad enough an auto generator is freaking inconsistent. Now you're telling me it's inconsistent when it spawns in? That's like my worst nightmare, man. Alright, like I said, at least we get to... I should have not committed there. Oh my god. I kinda pooed myself. Alright, I think roughly here. And... I probably could have saved myself from that. Oh my god, chill, man. Alright, I think this is roughly where I died. That's what I was worried about. And something tells me that's the pipe I had to go in. That blue one. Yeah, this... I'm annoyed that I died for nothing. Well, the only thing I got out of that is, it's not that pipe. It ain't that pipe, chief. I'm kind of paranoid. Maybe it was in the first half again. Because I feel like we're getting close to the end of... Okay, these bullet bills are jank, man. That's twice that I've been hit by, like, an unseeable force. That was kind of cray-cray. So I don't think I ever finished what I was saying, but like, so far, normally I'd be, you know, teens placement level. However, so far in VLEC 8, the teen placement levels, I don't know how many we played in total, but we played a handful. Some of them are really good, and some of them are like, this isn't, you know, top 15, top 20. A good example is Yoshi's Starvation. I think that was 16th place. That level was probably the weakest teens placement level we played. But like, you have How Does Moles? That was, I think, 15th place. That one was you know, really fun. Really fun. And sorry, I'm trying to like kind of focus here. I'm gonna check that again. Where did you come from? That's stupid, man. I think it just respawned back in. I'm stressed. God, there's so many here. Which one is it? It's this one. Oh. And there's the last Yoshi coin. What I just want to check real quick is can't break the level. Also, is this ice physics? It's not. Clearly that looks icy, right? Classic VLEC. No, I didn't want the feather again. I instinctively held down to do a duck jump, and I re-entered the pipe. That's my bad. Okay, so... like, I'm pausing here because you have a bullet coming from here. Bullet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 freaking piranha plants, man. And more bullets after! Okay, this... Like, I was fine with this level at first, but... It's definitely gonna play into the part of, the rankings that I'm about to go through. Alright, that was exciting expansions. It wasn't really exciting. It was exciting the first time. I actually enjoyed the first time through, but as I said about midway through, the fact that, you know, we had to literally trial and error all the freaking pipes, at least have an indication of some sort if you're gonna have that many pipes. Like, come on. That was a little... Like, normally I'm a fan of that because it's... What's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know the word, but... You know, it's making me explore, and normally I'm a big fan of that, but exploring, like, all those freaking pipes while dodging all of the enemies was pretty, yeah. Kind of don't want to do that again. However, this level, I understand its placement. That felt like a very lively level. Like, okay, let's jump into it. This just feels like a peak vanilla level. Just based on the aesthetics alone, that, you know, it's gonna be a banger based on just that. Like, I got that click, you know? Remember when I was talking about the previous episode? Some levels click and some levels don't. This one did. I'm not counting, by the way, the, you know, the downsides of it. So let's talk about the downsides. So the downsides is, yes, I do think it's enemy spammy enough, especially when I have to explore some stuff. It was pretty overwhelming. Another downside is I still don't get the auto generator. That was... like, it was at least only for the subsection, right? But it's still so weird. Because it was, like, active for the first few seconds, then it stopped, then it picked up again about halfway through, and then it stopped, and then when we got the Yoshi coin, it picked up again. How the heck does that work? But I will say, the aesthetics are kind of peak. Like, if it was my type of feel, it would have been a 10 out of 10 in aesthetics, but I think I'm going to give it, I think, an 8.5. But it's still, again, peak. However, the level-wise, it is a bit too much. Especially with the Yoshi coins, which, again, like, if this VLDC didn't count Yoshi coins, and I would have been like, well, I only collect the ones I see, I would have been fine with this, but again, I said I was going to collect them because you can see in the top right, there are Yoshi coins counted in this hack. Not moons, apparently, because we have played some levels that have had moons, but no indication. So, alright, where does exciting expansions go? I think despite the problems, because, you know, maybe it's not for me, right? Maybe some bigger daredevil than I am is going to really enjoy that level and, like, the chaotic nature that is this level. But again, the first half just felt like a normal level, so it's another case of first half good, second half meh. So where does this go? Exciting expansions. Like, the aesthetics were nice. They, like, oh, nice voice crack, Jesus. I don't know how to explain it, but playing through it, I could feel that this is a stacked AF level, right? But the more we played it, the more problems that occurred to me. So I'm thinking I'm gonna base it on how would it have been if, you know, we maybe first tried it, right? I think it would have been above Tragic Revolution. So, like, 6th place. I don't... Honestly, maybe even 4th. But now I'm thinking... I know, like, there was the problems, but even then, I still think it's up here. Like, it's better than these. And that's what I'm thinking, like, because I was thinking it's better than wholly unnecessary. And like these, like Conveyor Coppice, despite it not really having its gimmick, it still was like Exciting Expansion's cousin, like Chillax's cousin. So based on that, would it go underneath? I legit think it's up here despite it all. And that's kind of saying a bit much. Ultimately, no. And my main reason why is the enemy spam and the Yoshi coins having little to no indications. So, Exciting Expansions gets 16th. Because the aesthetics, I'll also give you a 9. It just had that aura to it. Creativity. Louis did also use, you know, the expanding pipes. You don't really see that. And also bonsai bills. And I used to say it a lot for VLEC 7. I'm a fan when levels do what I like to call mishmash. And this level did that. So I'll give you an 8. Consistency, I think, gets a 7.5. It's interesting. I think I'm gonna put here first half good, second half probably not. Probs not. Playability, I think just an 8. I don't think it's an 8.5. And functionality also is like 8.5, yeah. So again, I think this level legit could have been top 5, top 6, but the more I played it, and good thing I did, right? Because I'm aware of the problem that, you know, there was some levels in the past that I would first try, and I would realize, is it only good because I first tried it? What would happen if I played it, you know, over and over? Sorry. Finally, moving on, we got Colbat Quarry. Okay, this is actually huge because this MFer, Blue Leaf, this guy has gotten top 8 in every single VLDC that we played so far. And that's why I'm saying this is huge, because this is the first time ever, the 8th installment, where Blue Leaf is not in the best ranked levels world. However, I don't think that's a disgrace because he's still got a goddamn single digit placement. So if what I'm saying is this guy technically is still in the best ranked levels world because this is a top 10 level. This guy is the king of freaking consistency, man. Like, I'm not even mad at him. That is impressive. Like, capital I impressive. So, Colbat Quarry by Blue Leaf. This is 9th place. So that must mean it's another top 8 finale. With a score of 92 out of 100. What a way to end off the mountain world. Yo! It's, title screen level. Point of advice, watch out for glowing rocks. They are charged with electricity and will hurt when you touch them. Noted. Yeah, it's literally the... Like, look. Look. Title screen level, dude! Honestly, I wonder if the judges did on purpose, where it's like, yeah, this guy's the king of consistency. Let's just give him the title screen if he can be in the best ranked levels world. and like, by the way, Blue Leaf got first place in VLDC 7. Like, way to go, dude. Like, I gotta give huge props to you. Even though, I'll be the party pooper and say, Blue Leaf levels feel just, like, very normal, and that's kind of the point, right? And, like, they're fine, but I still admire that this guy, like, this guy, alright, so I assume that's the flashing stuff I'm not supposed to touch. Which slight photosensitivity warning, by the way. I'm not gonna put the warning up, the text warning, because I don't think it's that bad. But it's flashing a little bit, so if it bothers you, just a little heads up. Oh, I was about to say, what's that blue coin for? Well, it's for this dude. Secret exit, probably? Alright, we're surrounded by the electric ground. That saw went right through me. I'm actually kind of surprised it. I don't know. I'm just gonna shout. Brain fart, Felix. All right. Whee! Oh, do I actually have to run? Yo, this is yeah. All right, that was satisfying. Oh, it just ends. Okay. All right. Little lackluster secret exit, but that was a satisfying ending to the secret exit. So again, it's like a normal level, but the quality of it is like there's a reason why this guy he's not my GOAT, but I think he's the GOAT of VLDCs. I think I have to give the crown to him. Other than myself, of course. Yo, Dogfather, we are so effing back. How are you this fine night? Welcome to this fine stream. I'm trying to talk like a douchebag. This is a banner level to end off the mountain world, by the way. Like, we started off the mountain world with some fun levels. Yeah, I know. Honestly, on the topic, would you prefer I call you Dogfather or Coda still? As I always try to respect my lovely viewers' usernames. Sorry, we don't need to do the secret exit. Let's do this cave part. It's kind of weird how... What am I doing? Alright, I got you. I'll probably stick with Dogfather. Rolls off the tongue nicely for me. Alright, oh gosh. I'm glad that I couldn't bonk my head on the ceiling there. I held that jump. Alright, can't bonk here. How have I been doing? I'm tired today, because I only got like 3 hours of sleep, and I also have to be up in about 6 hours. But I am doing very well because I am playing my favorite VLDC. Thank you for asking. And based on just that little conversation, that was the end of the level. 24. Yeah, that was a classic Blue Leaf level. Very normal, but that's just what I think of Blue Leaf levels. And there was nothing necessarily wrong about this level. I kind of wish that the electric ground kind of played a more important role, because it kind of just was like make-believe, hey, there's munchers on the ground, jump over them. Like, I wish they added it to the ceiling too. I think that would have really... Am I gonna make an electric pun? That really would have sparked this level. Ha ha. Sorry. Alright. Yeah, that's just Blue Leaf levels. They're normal to me. but they're freaking top notch, like 10 out of 10 in consistency and functionality, without a doubt. So it's like, yeah, it's normal. I do like the electric stuff. I only wish it was more covered the ceiling instead of just the ground. But I still think, just based on the feel of the level, that, again, it has that aura, man. This dude's a freaking consistency master. And I mean, Star Hills to me was the best vanilla level we played. I think Blue Leaf takes the crown in that. I actually think it's better than the PAL perspective. Because I was thinking, like, this is technically more exciting. Mushroom Skies felt more fun to play. I'm not calling this level boring, no way. But, like, my personal opinion, I would have probably put it underneath Mushroom Skies. But I legit think it's a solid 9th place. And no, it's not intentional that this level is officially ranked 9th, and I'm giving it 9th on my list. Pending final placement, obviously. But so the aesthetics, I mean, I like how it actually felt electric as well. I think that's cool. Creativity, that's just Blue Leaf. He's very normal. Consistency 10 and functionality easy 10. This dude's goated with the sauce. And playability, I think an 8. So yeah, it's peak normal level, peak vanilla level. Hence the brain fart. Hence the competition, right? Vanilla level design contest. All right, that was the end of the mountain world. So it was kind of like, I don't know what that meme is called, but you know where it's kind of that graph with the Wojaks, where it's like the bar is set low and then the middle spikes and then it goes back down to normal. That's literally how the mountain world was, where these two first levels were good, and then these next ones were like, you know, whatever, right? Like these ones. And then the final 2 levels were kind of goated with it. So, alright, my top 3 levels. Cobalt Quarry gets 3rd place. 2nd and 1st, I already know. I just have to walk over yonder. 1st place goes to How Does Moles, and 2nd place gets, or Mushroom Skies gets 2nd. Alright, top 3 least favorite. 1st place goes to this level. I still feel a little offended that the level got 47th. It feels a bit mean to say that, but if you were here in the previous episode, I kind of rambled on. Silence bot. Nice username though. Frickin' Harry. What would 2nd place go to? I was thinking Variety Path, but again, Variety Path was, I'm gonna say, unfortunately fine. I think I would give 2nd place to Lake in a Mountain. It was empty. Very empty. And 3rd place, honestly, I'll give it to Somber Sepia, just because it was boring. Like, lacking, you know, enemies and functionality. Pretty meh. So, alright, peace out, Mountain World. And so we have 2 subsections down, and 4 to go? I know how to count. 5 to go. I don't know how to count. Alright, so I know I said I was going to do the whatever this one. I think that's the cave world. But maybe it makes more sense to just do this top row. I know. Dogfather, you could choose. Do you want to do... I think that's the industrial world or the cave world. I assume that's what those are. I'm just basing it off of the off of the signs. while I wait for a hopeful answer, I'm going to hydrate on very blue water. What I mean by that is I added like a water enhancer, and it turned the water hella blue. It looks like freaking Windex. But it tastes like berry juice, and that is yummy yummy in my tummy. Alright. By the time if Dogfather doesn't respond, then I shall go to the RNG. So minimum 1, maximum 2. Let's say Industrial World 1 and Cave World 2. So we got 1. We are doing the Industrial World next. No. Let me close out of this and let's roll. I assume. Oh, good. I actually never watched any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I think maybe I watched the first one in theaters a while back. I'll be honest, I didn't realize there was 3 of them. Alright, Industrial World. Let's start. We got The Dark Dimension by Retronom. 51st place. Yeah, especially with the cast, I wouldn't be surprised. I did semi enjoy the first one. Alright. 51st place with a score of 71.67 out of 100. Let us begin. Mario Start. Alright, not looking very industrial to begin with. I don't know, maybe we'll end up in a fortress. I don't know if I call it like the castle world. I kind of just call it the industrial world. Oh! That freaking spooked me. It really wants me to go the other way, but I kind of want the Yoshi coins. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. I'm actually surprised I got through that unscathed. Is that another auto generator? Okay, no. I'm so paranoid about bullet bill auto. What the? Where are we? My thoughts exactly. What the? What? Okay, that turned dark real fast. What the hell was that? Did the timer start at 420? It did. Of course it would. Why wouldn't it? Funny number, go haha. Alright, I was not expecting that level to turn into that, but I am very much intrigued all of a sudden. Don't shoot me. It shot me, dude! No! I'm actually so devastated. I even ducked and I was like, don't shoot me! And all I had to do was wait it out. I'm so stupid. Alright, that worked out nicely. Alright, let's do this properly. In the Dark Dimension! Looks like we got layer 2. Hook me up, thank you. Alright. This is ominous, but I kind of like it. It's a little, what's it called? I'm playing so stupid today. I'm sorry, chat. I have no more excuses. I have no more bloody excuses. I'm just here to play the levels, judge them because I'm a professional. Heavy quotations professional. Oh! Sucker! I waited that time. In fact, I'm gonna wait a little extra now. Playing stupid? No? We spawn really high up, by the way, because it takes me a while for Mario to spawn in. Making good content? You know what? I appreciate that. It wouldn't be any fun first trying all the time, right? Gotta install some confidence in myself. I can't. I can't. Alright. So what I'm curious about is, because I was thinking, okay, I assume they can't recolor they can't recolor the sprites, but clearly they have, so why... I wonder why they didn't recolor the lava and all that. Like, they should have gone full darkness, right? I would've. Would've fully committed to the gimmick, man. now I'm waiting. Literally got poor Mario shot right in the face. Because I didn't wait. Okay, that shell went right through that chuck, but sure. I am playing as the video game. Okay, so there is a ceiling. That might also play into why I am being a stupid idiot right now. Sometimes I think I'm doing like a full jump and then I'm bonking my head. Now, they definitely could have afforded to make Mario all dark as well. Like the Yoshi coin. I think it would have been much more fun that way, in my opinion. The fact that, like, whoa! Alright, now it's a little harder to see. And that's the midway. That's a message box. I seem to have found some sort of secret dimension. Pipes tend to do that. Oh, this is pretty fuego. I'm really wishing that they fully committed to the gimmick. Like, even the fireballs are black. Even the mushroom is black. Ooh. Oh! That was actually a really cool setup, but I still ended up getting hit somehow. Can't out-jump the bullet, right? Alright, go on down. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the flop side pits in Super Paper Mario, where all of the enemies are just pitch black like this. And I know people complain where it's like, oh, that's just lazy editing, but I actually don't mind that. I think it's better sometimes like that, because it makes them feel a bit more ominous. Those are brown blocks there. Like at the top here, you can see right here. I am missing a Yoshi coin. Whoa! Why is that going so fast? I've never seen that before. Alright. Oh. I didn't even see that one. I didn't see that one either! I'm spooked! What's that? Oh, that's a bomb-omb. Oh, he's kind of flashing there for a sec. Alright. You know what? This level rocks. I'll say it. This level rocks. Like, I don't think it's 51st. I think it's a solid top 30 level. Okay, there's the last Yoshi coin. Did this level have a secret exit? I don't think so. I'll have to check when we go onto the overworld. I like how you can see the Lakitu's hair a little bit too. Alright, there's the end. 13. That was a banger level. Way to go. Way to start off the industrial world. Dark Dimension. I like how it literally went RGB, right? Red, green, blue. It was the gamer colors, chat. How about that, right? Alright. Again, based on just the first room, I thought, oh, this is gonna be, you know, pretty underwhelming, but no, it flipped the switch, literally. So good stuff. Really good stuff, actually. So what are the downsides? I do think that the red room was a little difficult because, like, it was on layer 2, right? And that's cool in itself. However, like, it was only one tile worth of breathing room, right? Like, when it started to go down, if it goes down one tile, you're dead already, right? So a little bit of a difficulty curve there. I'm not counting it because I died there the most parts, but I do think that the jumps felt a little spicy. The blue room was pretty fun. I feel like there's apparently no secret exit there, so I'm really curious. I don't think there's any way of me getting into the ceiling for what I saw. So, I don't know, maybe it's just a, like, overlook. In fact, I'm gonna do that rare case where I'm gonna check the official judge notes and see why this is pretty low. Because I think this is a lot better than 51st. Sorry, the first judge. Design-wise, this level had some potential, but annoying obstacles bring it down, such as rather frequent bullet bills which blindly hit the player without any warning. Skill issue. The last section's trees also obscure the player's view a bit too much. That's the point! That's how the gimmick should have been! Come on, man! It also might have dragged on for a bit too long. No, I'm coming to the defense of Retronom. That's how the gimmick should have been, right? To obscure your vision. Alright, what about the second judge? I guess I gotta type in Retronom. Alright. The aesthetic works for what it's trying to do, but it does occasionally block enemies in the forest section. Oh my god, judges! Come on! The second half also feels a little easier than the first, mainly because of a layer 2 jump that the player has to make near the end of the red room, and the cramped jumping segment with the Volcano Lotus and the Chuck in the first section. So, me and that judge had the same idea with the second half did feel easier because the red room was a little difficult. Hey, maybe the colors, you know, signify the difficulty of each room, right? Blue was the easiest, green was medium, and red is hardest. Sorry, ranking time. So yeah, I think the judges are wrong. I think that's how you should do that gimmick where, you know, the enemies are hiding behind the background. I think that's how you should do this gimmick, and that's how I was saying. I wish the creator made, like, everything black. Like, made Mario completely dark. Made I know the Yoshi coins, you can't make those pitch black because they're like a GIF instead of the picture. But this is still, like, well done on the gimmick. So honestly, it's a better version of Wholly Unnecessary. And I think that's where I want to stop. I almost want to give it 10th because this level, you know, stuck with its gimmick all the way through. And the PAL perspective did too. But I think the PAL perspective was a bit more consistent in its difficulty. So I think it could go above Wholly Unnecessary. I think that's the perfect spot to put it. Let's say because of the red room, it's not top 10, but still good shit. The Dark Dimension gets 13th place because the aesthetics, honestly, 8.5. I liked how even with just a plain background, they made it feel like it was a forest. The blue one, did it have any water in it? I don't remember. So maybe not really. I still think it's 8.5. Creativity, you get a 9. I just wish, you know, everything was dark. Consistency, point off for the red room. Playability, pretty fun, 8. And functionality, I think half a point off. So still, pretty fuego level. Let's see if the rest of... Now the pressure's on for the rest of the levels, right? Alright, up we go. We got Hostel by Giant Shy Guy. This was literally the same creator and the same name as VLEC 7. There was a level called Hostel. It was also made by Giant Shy Guy. They were not both 35th place, by the way. I think VLEC 7, Giant Shy Guy got 60-something? Like 58th or 60th, something like that. Alright, with the official score of 80.67 out of 100. Let's do it. So this guy's main gimmick is... Yeah, the beginning is also similar. We're taking it into toxic fumes. So VLEC 7's was like a literal horror game. What is VLEC 8's gonna be? The polar opposite, apparently. We're in a freaking funhouse. What? I mean, I gotta already respect the creator for like sticking with a theme, right? The dry bones. By the way, I just broke the level. I think I was supposed to. I literally broke the level. I did, I think, a frame 2 trick where if you kill a dry bones on the same frame that they're walking, then they fall off the cliff, right? Because I was supposed to do this. Classic Felix does a near frame perfect trick, and it breaks the level because of that. Alright, these are just recolored thwimps, by the way. Oh, there's enemies in there. Ah! This level is literally drugs the level. Alright, reset door. Did I cross that off on the bingo card? Yes, I did. So I'm just looking again. Every time that I'm like, I haven't filled something out on the bingo card in a while, I always feel like, did I forget something? There was an auto scroller in the dark dimension. Whoa. Alright. Oh my god. Why are these Rexes, man? What's going on? I just like how the freaking... Like, instead of a pile of bones, it just says RIP. The dry bones is already dead, though, man. Yeah, this is, like, complete contrast to, the VLEC 7 version of Hostel. Choose the path to your hell. Oh. But do not be fooled by the fires. There's only one way out. Literally, these doors are the same. I don't believe you, so I'm gonna make a save state. We're gonna go down both doors. Okay. There's a what is that? What is that? What? I'm scared of the smooches, man. What's that? Thank you. What is this level is drugs. Luigi, what you doing, man? Oh god. All right, this is a certified goofy level moment. Okay, but this jump sucks. Oh, I'm scared that water is gonna be insta-kill. Maybe not. No, it's not. It's just very dirty orange soda. Or grease. I think it looks more like orange soda, though. What am I supposed to do here? I can't go through this, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, I guess I just jumped through this. Okay. Ooh, spice. Alright, Luigi, hook me up, chief. I really like these recolors. You rule! You rule! Oh my god! This was also in the VLDC 7, but instead it said "you fool." They changed it to "you rule." Is there gonna be a headless Luigi at the end? No, it's a fishy boo. Alright, GG's. That was a certified goofy moment.
28.
GG's. I really wonder if the doors are, No, because those doors are also parodying the freaking first Hostel level too. Oh my god. This freaking guy is... This guy, man. Freaking giant shy guy and his giant cakes, man. Alright, vanilla music, by the way. Vanilla music and purple. I feel like there's purple in that level. It was too colorful for me to confidently say that there was purple in the level. By the way, the Dark Dimension had layer 2, so yes, I am forgetting about some stuff. Anything else? No break, no bubbles, no soft lock. Didn't get a yump yet. Alright. So GG's. That level was very goofy. That's all I gotta say about that level. Because all I could think of is like the VLDC 7 Hostel. They literally played hand in hand. Pun intended, because there were hands in these levels. They were recolored. Oh, you know what else I could fill out? Those were technically custom sprites, because they were recolors. Oh, see, there's me forgetting about the frickin' bingo card every time. Sorry. Alright, so let's completely like disregard the goofy side of the level and talk about the level. So unfortunately to say, this level was a little inconsistent with its difficulty curve, because there's a whole lot of like parts where it's just downtime, but there's also parts where I was like, oh, I gotta prepare myself for this jump, right? And it was both present in the second half and in the first half. So in short, the gimmick is freaking hilarious, right? But the level wise is a little inconsistent. So I still legit don't know where I want to rank this though. I think I'm willing to give it a very mid placement, but just a matter of how mid does it go. Because yeah, that's really the only downside I have about this level is the inconsistencies. I still don't know why there's a reset door in the first half. It's like, I don't think there's any P-switch, or... Because that's instantly what I think of when there's a reset door. There's a P-switch involved. But I don't think there's any, so I don't know. It's kind of just there. And yes, I technically broke the level, but that was by complete accident. And I really don't know where I want to rank this. I'm thinking around here somewhere. I think just above Log Jammer Jog. I think it's a more fun and creative level than Log Jammer Jog. Better than exciting expansions, I actually don't think so. There's also Ruined Swamp Platformist. Okay, it's somewhere here. Somewhere here I want to put it. It's inconsistent with the level throughout the entire level, but the gimmick was fun, the level was pretty fun. I'm thinking above Logjammer Jog. I think so. Hostel gets 19. So the aesthetics, I mean, I gotta give you a 9 just because of how much they changed the sprites and all that. True that. I'm all exhausted, man. I played like 6 levels today. Did I actually? 5 levels. I started at 46, I'm pretty sure. I really only played 5 levels? Damn. Oh, give me a sec. Oh. Alright. Just have to get up from my desk. Alright. Gimmick. The gimmick is very silly. 8.5. Consistency, this is where it's gonna lack. I think an 8. Even though it was the entire level, you know what, 7.5. The inconsistencies were strewn about for the entire level. Playability, 8. And functionality, there was technically that one break, and that was it. And that was by complete accident. So, half a point off. GG's. Again, the industrial world, I mean, I'm probably gonna jinx it now, but the industrial worlds have been kind of top-notch. I always think of them as the world of just kind of being there and nothing else, but VLDC 7's industrial world had like 3 levels that ended up in my top 5, I think. Alright, moving on. We got butts.zip by Zyglrox? Zyglrox? Zyglrox. I was just gonna say Zyglrox. The more I'm saying it, the more I'm not able to say it. Zyglrox Odyssey, 58th place. With a score of... What a funny name. Score of 60.67 out of 100. Let's do it. Yo, Banner! This is one of my favorite castle themes. Probably my favorite castle theme of VLDC. Alright. Oh, we got Felix PTSD. These damn frickin'... Oh wait, I see where I have to go. I actually didn't see where I had to like hide out. But it's right here. And I'm failing miserably. Oh, I see. I just noticed the time, by the way. I think time is of the essence in this level, Felix. I'm just waiting around a lot. Yeah, this music's so good. I'm rushing, because I kind of have to. Oh god, thank god that block wasn't on, or the block I'm on wasn't on layer 2. So, you might be wondering why I just didn't land on the switch blocks. It's because, I said this the previous stream as well, I like to pretend that I don't have it and see how, like, you know, imagine if I didn't have the switch blocks, right? Like, what am I supposed to do here now? I feel like I should... Oh gosh. I should probably play a little more safe than I am. This level is pretty spicy already. I actually wonder how you're supposed to get that without the switch blocks. I actually didn't realize that. Alright, fine. Retreat! Oh, that freaking pause frame. I actually can't believe I got hit there. I'll be honest. I am pleasantly surprised. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm streaming Pokemon. I feel like I should go and finish my mystery dungeon randomizer at least. Oh, that's what you call burnout, ladies and gentlemen. Just been having too much fun. No, I said it's been a while since I streamed Pokemon. And that's what you call burnout, ladies and gentlemen. Because I was saying how I should finish at least my mystery dungeon randomizer playthrough. Ah! Maybe I'll like go back to my original what's it called schedule and like stream Pokemon on Thursdays and that shenanigans. I also don't want to force it, right? That's literally one of the main rules of streaming. If you only stream the games that you genuinely want to play and like have fun, you know? So yeah, not really much else to say. I've been kind of repeating this first section. I'm not gonna commit. I'll just wait. It's fine. Now I'm gonna go. Alright. Collected Felix! Okay! Oh, that was... no! Alright. This... I actually haven't mentioned, but like... No! But you never see these freaking orange stompers outside of like an auto-scroller, right? God damn. I'm struggling, man. This is a pretty claustrophobic level. But it has all the spices to make a difficult level. I'm actually like intrigued, right? Like, I like a challenging level like this. Kind of reminds me of SS Castle from, I think, VLDC 3 or 4. That was just pure, you know, pure challenge. Nothing else. And that's what this level is as well. It's just, no, not really caring about the aesthetics. Just wants to make a hard level, and I respect the hell out of that. I didn't think that section would be that difficult, but I guess so, right? Alright, I think this... Oh, it's gonna fall over there. So I guess it's inconsistent when it falls, right? And I actually don't see my opening here, by the way. Oh my god! These two tiles right here were my only safe spots there. That is tight. That is tight. Alright, I'm enjoying this level though. This is good. It also really helps with the music. Like, what's the downside? I get to listen to this absolute banger of castle music? Come on. Yeah, they're like some of these jumps are properly challenging. It's not even like you have to jump there. You kind of just have to fall at a certain time. And something tells me this level's not gonna have a midway. Dang it. I'm just gonna go. I only did that because I had iframes. I definitely should not do that again. Alright. Stay in the corner, Felix. This is your little safe spot. That's the last two Yoshi coins right there. They side by side one another. That was a rough jump. Jeez, man. Alright. Oh my god! Are you kidding me, man? That's a shit. That's That's some shit. That's some shit, man. I shouldn't say I didn't realize that those orange stompers had a hitbox at the top, but I knew that. I was about to say, how did I even get hit there? How did I get hit there? What? My thoughts exactly, Felix. Yeah, this looks like a short level, right? Like, we're gonna go through that pipe, and that's probably the end of the level. I'm rushing. Can't stop me. Can't stop me now. Having a good time. Having a... Ah! God damn, this level is... Like, this is a fun level, right? I am genuinely enjoying myself, but man, is it stressful. I feel like I could cheat a bit doing that. No! Maybe I can't. Frick. Alright. Despite how many times I've replayed this level, I'm still having a blast, and that's a good thing, right? I'm also running out of things to say. It's a level with layer 2. And it's a level with layer 2 and stompies. And it's also probably a short level, because I assume through that pipe that we saw, that's the ending. Fuck! That's what I was scared was gonna happen one run. I was shook, dude. I never thought I would keep a mushroom that long before. Alright, now I'm going speedrun mode. Look at me playing unsafe. Ooh, spooky gameplay. I should have not done that. I also wanted to see if it was possible. And yes, it was. Yeah, I remembered right away that those are the ones that don't hesitate and just instantly drop. Alright, that thing's going over yonder. I'm gonna hang out here because I feel like, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, is that my opening there? That's really risky, but fuck it! And yeah, that is the end. Alright.
20.
GG's. No midway. And technically death before midway / exit, because I did die before the pipe there. And no midway. Where is it? No midway. Alright, that was a short but fun level. And that's kind of... I understand why it's short, because the way that level was going, you don't want to make a long level and have it be that difficult, right? But also on the other end, you can make it long and you just add a midway, so shrug. I think it's really cool that they utilize the orange stomper level in a level that has no auto-scroller, because I think in the original Super Mario World, you never see that orange stomper used other than auto-scroller rooms, right? This is the first time I saw it not used in an auto-scroller room. Downsides is that orange stomper was inconsistent. Like, I didn't know where it would stomp sometimes. It almost felt like it was... Well, we saw it was camera-based, but even then, it was still a bit jank. The level was pretty difficult, and there was no midway. And it was very just scrunched together, you know? I think the level could have been spaced out. That's my one sentence about this level. The level was like a full-length level, but scrunched together into the claustrophobic claustrophobic level that was butts.zip. Alright, Reiki time. Oh, I just noticed your rewards, Dogfather. I'm sorry. Alright, let's do that right now. I'm gonna get up from my chair, do a little stretch from the left to right. Keep my hands happy. I'll be honest, my hands were a little sore all day yesterday. I was like, uh-oh. Is my RSI finally catching up to me? And hydrate with my Windex, aka my flavored water. Thank you very much, Dogfather. Oh, I think they left. But still, thank you. Thank you to them. Alright. I'm thinking one more level and then I'm gonna call it. I know I could probably bust out the rest of this world because I only have 4 levels to go, but I also don't want to rush it. Besides, I kind of have a thing going with each episode, so... Alright, by the way, I completely forgot we're ranking this goddamn level. Stupid! Alright, so butts.zip. I said my piece, short but hard. I think it could go above Somber, Sepia, and I think that's it. Because, again, from a vanilla point of view, it's not very VLDC friendly. Even though, again, it uses purely vanilla stuff, and it still felt very custom, and I have, you know, that's impressive in itself. However, the fact that, you know, it was a difficult level, it was short, it was cluttered, and it had no midway, it's not very VLDC friendly in terms of difficulty, right? Which that sounds pretty pathetic to say, but that's just what I think. So, again, it is a short level, but it was a short but fun level. It could also go up here. But again, like, these levels felt more legit. Poke's Paradise and Lightning Lands as well. Like, even Variety Path, honestly. Actually, no. Because Variety Path's freaking second half, right? So I think... Because, yeah, I think butts.zip is more fun than Chai Tea as well. But I think that's as high as I want to go. It can also go above Lightning Lands. So I don't know. It's not better than Pipes and Vines, just from a VLDC point of view. I will put it above Lightning Lands. I think this level is fleshed out enough that it feels more solid than Lightning Lands. The butts.zip gets 32nd. Because the aesthetics, again, it's nothing special. Banner music, though, so 7.5. Creativity, just a 7. Even with the Orange Stomper. Consistency, you didn't have a midway, and some parts were a bit harder than others, so I'll just give you a whole point off. I'm willing to pass it off that it doesn't have a midway because of the length and the difficulty makes up for it. Playability, I think it's an 8.5. I would have, like, you know how many times I died there and I was still having fun with the level. That was a fun level. And functionality, Orange Stomper was a little inconsistent, so GG's. There's apparently another dot in here. It's 0.7.5, chat. Alright, let's do one more level. We got the Koopa Airfleet by Poloros. I remember this person. I don't remember what level they made, but I remember their name. 43rd place with a score of 75.67 out of 100. No Yoshi coins. So let's do it. Whoa, that music just came out of nowhere. Frick, that piano or whatever that instrument is going crazy. Alright, shout out to Super Mario Bros. 3. And we got an auto generator, as always. Oh, special auto-scroller. Respect, dude. I remember back in VLDC 2, frickin' if you had a level with a special auto-scroller like this, you would get like top 15. There's a level I think called the Lost Lands, another auto-generator, that got 11th place, and it was, you know, it was a normal level, but it had a special auto-scroller like this. And also these, the special auto-scroller is hard-coded into Super Mario World, for what I know. That thing spawned in really quick. Alright, let's be a little careful here. I have no power-ups, and it is an auto-scroller level, so we get to start all the way at the beginning. We go again! Now, shoutouts to the frickin' Super Mario Bros. 3 airship level. If you know, you know, dude. That level was like tubular. I never... Oh, you can climb these. Okay. I don't even... Maybe it is possible to get that other... In fact, I just want to reset. I don't trust myself enough to not go without a hit that long. But yeah, the airship level in Super Mario Bros. 3 in the Bowser world is... like, it did not need to be that hard, man. Oh! Auto-generator. Okay, I really wish I could see. Where's the other one, dude? Oh, it's just a one-up. I was hoping for another power-up, honestly. Alright, let's be a little careful. I don't know if it's probably better to stay in the middle, especially with the frickin' bullet bill auto-generator. Oh, that's gonna help a bit. Now I can just constantly spin and I should be mostly safe. Like, Frank, that freaking song in the background's going crazy, man. Kind of a banger. All I could think in my rhythm gamer head is like, man, that would be crazy to play. Alright, we're roughly back to where we were. Now I'm gonna hang out here. Oh, good thing I knew you had to climb these, alright? Because if I got here without knowing you had to climb, it'd be like, oh, what do I do here? My dumbass would have not only ran into a bullet bill just then and there, but also probably try to jump off of... Oh! That was close. There was a pipe there. I'm mad. Auto-scrollers and auto-generators, man. I can't believe I got all of that stuff off camera. It's kind of like with reverse controls. Apparently to the normal gamer, like, they hate reverse controls. But to me, it's just... it feels natural to me. Especially, like, my friend, he hates reverse controls. I'm like, it's not that bad. I guess I'm just built different, man. Ho-ho. Gotta pass the time somehow, right? Just spinning the wind, baby! At least we have... oh, sprite limitation! Why was there only 2 bullet bills there, chat? I don't know. But I do know that's a sprite limitation moment. I don't know why I think I'm safe there. That should be the easiest one to dodge. No. It's the one I'm getting hit the most out of, dude. Alright. just gonna spin. Spin the win, baby! That's what I said. Watch, like, I guarantee through that pipe, it's gonna be the ending. I'm not gonna stick around. Huh? Maybe not. Hold on. I'm sorry, but I'm not in right now. Normally I make you fight for that question mark ball, but you can have it for free this time. Boom, boom. I get it. Say it with me, chat.
Orb.
Orb. Orb. Alright, that was your average auto-scroller. They made it as excited as you can with an auto-scroller, and I give slight credit for that, but it's also just auto-generator throughout the entire level. And again, it got the high placement probably because of the special auto-scroller. Like, I wasn't kidding when I said that when you use a special auto-scroller, you probably get hella brownie points just because of that. I'm not saying that this level was bad, but it was also just... It's an auto-scroller, right? And this one felt like the more just cliche auto-scrollers. And that's really all I got. Auto-generators... I feel like they could have done a bit of a better job at utilizing the special auto-scroller. And, like, don't get me wrong, yes, it's very hard to utilize around that. That's why it's so rare, right? Almost little to no one uses it. But when they do, if you do a good job at it, then it's bound to be a good level. However, I think that the way the structure of the level felt, I don't think it was centered around the special auto-scroller as much as it should have been. So, in my opinion, like, if you wanted it on a 1 through 10 scale, this level would have been a 4.5 for me. I think it's just below average for me. And no, it's not because I died right before the exit. I just think, like, it's an auto-scroller, special auto-scroller with 3 different auto-generators. That's really it. There was no extra spice. There could have been, should have been, but there just wasn't. It's just, hey, get ready to dodge the auto-generators and the occasional torpedo Ted or bullet bill. So, yeah, in my opinion, pretty subpar. So where does he go? Also, no midway, but that's to be expected from an auto-scroller. Even in an auto-scroller, you can put a midway. Actually, I take that back. Maybe you can't with the special auto-scroller. That I don't know. Either way, it's still no midway with an auto-generator, so I think underneath Variety Path. It doesn't really get the brownie points from me. I know I said in the past that I kind of turn a soft side for auto-scrollers, and that's still the case, but this level kind of made me, like, think back as to, like, why I think auto-generators are a little boring. So the Koopa Airfleet, there was literally not a single Koopa that entire level. Gets 36th. Yeah, I think it's fine where it is. I was thinking maybe Chai Tea can be better, but it's not. It's better than Somber Sepia. Yeah, Chai Tea is better. So, in reality, the Koopa Airfleet gets 37th. Because the aesthetics, I mean, pretty bland, all things considered. Creativity, I'm sorry, I'm giving you 6.5 because I think I'm doubling down on the fact that, like, I don't think there was any sauce put into, you know, where the platforms and everything were placed. I don't think so. Consistency, let's say 3 points off for each auto generator used. Playability, I'm willing to give you a 7.5 for that. And functionality, auto generator, but I'll only take off 1 point. Alright. Yeah, like, I could probably finish up the rest of this world, but I also don't want to rush it, because I explained before, so I'll just end it there, chat. Have a good night, or a good day wherever you may be, and catch you next time, where we finish up this world and probably take on the cave world. Hope to see you then. Other than that, have a good rest of your week, and peace!